Today we're talking about the beautiful minor major 7 chord. You're going to know all about it by the end of this lesson. This video is part of a series, playing over single chords. Make sure that you download the free pack that goes with all these videos. In the pack you're going to get all the PDFs with all the scales that we're going to use, and of course all the backing tracks. It's completely free. Visit the link below, make sure you get that, pause this video, get the pack. You'll get an email where you can download that pack and then come back and we're going to get right into it. Minor major 7 chord. Here we go. Hi, my name is David Wallerman. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping guitar players all around the world find their unique voice, develop that voice on the instrument to tell their own musical story. Today we're going to look at a single chord. This is the object of the series. Why are we doing this? Because I think if we concentrate on a single chord, we will understand how harmony works and we'll have more time to express ourselves in a simple setting. In this case, the setting is minor major 7. What does that mean? Well, let me tell you about that. It means that within the minor major 7 chord, we have different notes, and these notes are given to you by the name of the chord. Let's break this down. Minor, that's the first word, the first term we hear in minor major 7. Minor, when you hear minor within the context of a chord, it always refers to the third note from the root. The root, what is the root? The root is the starting point, the note that attracts all the other notes. In this case, if we hear this backing track, pay attention to the bass. Not riffing, it's not playing a single note, but that's the dominant, the main pitch that we're hearing. Everything else that you're hearing, guitars, keyboards, and all that, is attracted to that to that foundation. That's the root. In this case, it's A. A is the root, so anything we play is attracted to that A. Right, that's what gives you the context of the progression, the conversation, musical conversation you're joining. All right, now we can talk about that minor major 7. The minor is always for the third. There are two types of thirds, major thirds, minor thirds. What makes a chord major is the presence of a major third. What makes a chord minor is the presence of a minor third. So in this case, M minor, we've got a minor third. That means that we're going to pick from the minor things that we have available to us to speak. The minor things will have that minor third. We're going to match musical elements here. So if I play a major third over this, it doesn't work. A minor third, it does, right? Now there are a lot of minor things in music. Minor scales, minor chords. I could play a chord over this. Or a minor scale, it doesn't matter, but I need to pick from the box, imaginary box that is full of minor things. Now, which one of these minor things are we going to use? Well, that's where we need to look at the other elements of the chord. Minor, we dealt with that, it's A minor, major 7. What? Major 7? I thought it was a minor chord. It is. If the third is minor, it's going to stay minor. Major 7 refers to the 7th. So if you follow your major scale, for instance, the major scale is a cool scale because it's made of just major intervals and perfect intervals. And you just count. I'll show you the close-up here. I'm going to go kind of fast because I covered this before, but let's say that we have a major scale here starting from the low E string 5th fret, which is A in this case. And for the tone police, guess what? I'm going to switch to something with less delay. Still get some distortion, but that's okay, right? No delay. So here it is. Low E string 5th fret, we've got, that's the 1, that's the root. Then we've got the 6th string 7th fret. That's the second note. This is the major scale. So we got 1, 2. On the next string we have frets 4, 5, 7. And on the next string, we have 4, 6. Okay, to recap, 2 strings on the 6th string, frets 5, 7. On the next string, we have 4, 5, 7. In the next string, we have 4, 6. Now we add numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are the 7 notes of the major scale. All those notes are either major or perfect. The perfect intervals are the 4 and the 5. So we got 1, major 2nd, major 3rd, perfect 4th, perfect 5th, major 6th, major 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 is major. It's a major 7th. If I want to make that minor, 1 fret lower, that's a minor 7th. But I've got a major 7, so the chord that we're dealing with has a minor 3rd, 1, 2, 3, minor, and a major 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it has that root, minor 3rd, and major 7th. You hear it, right? Okay, let's pause for a second. I want to thank my sponsors, Bandzoogle. Bandzoogle made it possible for this series to exist. Thank you. What is Bandzoogle? Bandzoogle provides an all-in-one solutions for musicians to make a living online. They provide an awesome looking website, a lot of different themes to choose from, all responsive, so it's going to work on any device, on your computers, on your phones, on your tablets. It allows you to sell your merch online and downloads as well. That's what I use for my website, davidwallaman.com. You can check it out right now. And you keep 100% of the revenue of sales made on your website. It also allows you to integrate with the tools that you need, such as SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter. It offers unlimited live support. So if you have any trouble at all, you just hop in the chat and they will help you out. And plans start at under $9 a month. So check it out. You can get a fully functional free trial for 30 days. You can even set up your own custom name. And it's pretty awesome. And if you want to continue after those 30 days, enter promo code Wallaman, 2 L's, 2 N's for 15% off your membership for the first year. Thank you, Bandzoogle. Check them out. Let's get back into this video. All right, I went a little fast, but I covered this extensively on the channel. I will link to a lesson on intervals below. But that's what tells me that, all right, this backing track is made of certain things. That is what gives me the color. And I'm really joining a conversation that is already going on. So I've got to respect what's going on. I'm not going to go and impose my will. It's not going to work. No matter how hard I try to play, not respecting the rules, it's just going to clash regardless. If I don't respect the root, for example, which is A in this case, and I play, something in B flat, doesn't work. Now, if I can respect the root, the 1, but if I don't respect the other notes of the chord, so play a chord with a major 3rd, a scale of a major 3rd, it's not going to work. I've got to respect as many elements as I can. All right, so we talked about some of the elements found in the chord that we're playing over, the backing track here. The 1, that's A. We know that we have a minor 3rd that's given to us by the little m, minor. We also know that we have a major 7, but there are more notes here. That's where we got to pay attention to what we're hearing. Let's start with the bass. Okay, so we got bop bop bop, ba da bop bop, bop 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 bop. We're gonna fish around here. Bop 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 bop. All right, we've got those notes. Bop bop bop, ba da bop 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 bop. You hear it here? Right? Those notes give us indications as to what we are allowed to play in this case. So the bass was playing the root. We already know that. That's an A. That's fine. But it's also playing this. What is that? That's a 1, a major 2nd, minor 3rd, major 7th. So we've got the presence of a major 2nd. We're going to have to respect that. When we pick the scale that we want to use, we're going to have to pick a scale that has a major 2nd. All right, can we hear anything else in here? Oh, ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum. What is that? Da, da. Okay, I found it. Okay, that's another clue as to what we're going to play. What are these notes according to A? Because everything is attracted to the A. We've got ba, da, ba, bum. This is a fifth. 5, minor 3, major 7, 1. So we got a fifth, 2. All right, so far we have the 1, a 2 from the bass, a minor third, you know that from the chord, a fifth, and a major 7th. 5 notes. Those are the only notes that we have in there. So all these notes here, everything you hear, if we were to extract from every instrument we have, put everything in alphabetical order, we'd have a 1. That's the scale. We'd have a 1. It's 2, minor 3. There's no fourth. A 5 and a major 7. So those are the notes. It works great, right? If I play these 5 notes over this, I'm blending perfectly. But what if I wanted to add my own flavor to this? Well, I have a little bit of freedom. I have a freedom of 2 over 7. Why am I saying this? Because in Western music, typically we're dealing with 7 notes, 7 types of notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We already have 5 of these 7 notes taken. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. There's no 4, there's no 6. So, cool. We can pick what kind of 4th, what kind of 6th we want. If you followed this sound for a while, you know about that. You know that the 4th can be perfect. Typically it is. Or augmented. Just move that 4th 1 fret higher. So, perfect 4th would be on the 5th string, 5th fret. Augmented 4th would be on the 5th string, 6th fret. These 2 types of 4ths would work. The 6th is not indicated in the backing track, so we could play a minor 6th, which is on the 5th string, 8th fret, or 5th string, 9th fret. We get to choose what we want, and that's where you have a little bit of freedom here. So we're just going to try. We're going to make up a scale, an alphabet that would work over this conversation that we're joining. The conversation made of a 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Why not pick, we'll go simple. We'll play a perfect 4th. So far we've got 1, 2, flat 3, perfect 4th right here. The 5th is indicated by the backing track, 5, and we'll play a minor 6th, and then a major 7. So let me show you how it's played here. The fingering that I'm using here, I have, I'm going to use the caged positioning, narrow positioning here. Starting on the 6th string, we have frets 5, 7, 8. That's for the 1, major 2nd, flat 3. On the next string, we have the same frets. We have 5, 7, 8 for the 4, perfect 4th, 5th, and minor 6th. And then on the next string, we have that major 7th, which is on the 4th string, 6th fret. So that's our scale, the 7-note scale. We could play that an octave higher. Now, I'm not going to show you all the diagrams because those can be downloaded for free by visiting the link below. That's what the pack is about. But this particular scale would fit this backing track because I'm respecting the elements and I'm adding the freedom notes that I'm allowed to do, which is the 4th and the minor 6th. Right? It fits. Now, some of the scales that you're going to find by using this have been used a lot in music. And this one is one of them. It's the harmonic minor scale. That's the name of that scale. But honestly, the name of the scale, although it is important to communicate with others, is not as important as understanding how that scale is built. If you understand the blueprint, the letters that make the alphabet that you're using, it's much more valuable than knowing on the spot what that is called. Because you could call this, other things if you wanted to. You could spell it out. 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, 7, which is more valuable, I think. Let's try another one. How about we change, this time the 6th to a major 6th. Can we? Yeah, because the sixth is not indicated by the backing track. So now we have a 1, 2, minor 3, 4, 5, major 6, major 7. It sounds a little different than the one with the minor 6. That also has a name. It's called the melodic minor, but I'm going to play a little bit with that melodic minor and see what happens. Now this kind of approach is not a mechanical one where I know my scale position exactly. I'm just targeting notes, so that's why it's a little maybe repeating notes, and it might not be as shreddy and mechanical as you know you might be tempted to play. You're just really focused on understanding which notes you're targeting. I'll play 5, 6, 7, flat 3, 2. That's a cool phrase. 1, major 7, 1, 2, 1 flat 3, 2, major 7, 1, 5. Let's go to the 6 with a chromatic. And eventually you'll find some interesting ideas, but understanding how the things match is really important, I think, and that's what I have for you today. There are other possibilities. Maybe you could take the minor pentatonic scale that you know, the first position, you know, the 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. And you analyze what's going on here. And in this case, you'd have a 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. Okay, so that's 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. You alter the 7 to major 7. You just need to change that minor 7 to the major 7. 1, 3, 4, 5, major 7. 1, 3, 4, 5, major 7. 1, 3. So instead of having 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8, you would have 5, 8, 5, 7, 6, 7, 5, 7, 5, 9, 5, 8. Let's give that a try. It's all about exploring the fretboard and targeting the right notes. We did this on a single chord, like all the videos in the series, but once you master this, it's much easier to transition to full chord progression that are diatonic or that are non-diatonic. You could play over anything if you can control the output of the instrument. Make sure that you download the pack that comes with this lesson and watch the other videos in the series. We are getting close to the end. We have one more video on playing over chords. It's going to be another exotic chord, but I think it's very useful too. Thank you so much for watching this, and if this was your first visit to this channel, you should subscribe. Why? Because every week 3 videos like this one are released on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, helping guitar players around the world find your voice and express yourself. Say things that you want to say using this pencil. This is your pencil. You're the author. Learn how to master the pencil and your story will be pretty awesome. Thanks for watching this. I'll see you very soon. Practice well.